live stream. Today we are here in Transport Fever 2, and we're in Stepford. This is Lynn by the Sea over there. This is a Class 801 Express. This is a double Class 350 here. This is actually the first train I ever started running on this map. Oh crap. And as you can see, we've got a bunch of just trains here at Lynn by the Sea. It's one of our busier stations. If I just quickly pop back here, I've got a departure board here showing the fact that, you know, there are trains. So yeah, these are all the trains that are due. It'll get a lot busier with what we're planning to do today, because if I fly down to Edgemead, oh yep, there we go. My phone has caught up with the fact that we are now all of a sudden live. This bridge will take us down to Rayleigh Bay. Now I know it doesn't look like this in game, but it's because my Edgemead station is the wrong way round. You know, because and I can't be bothered like fixing that, so cry about it. But yeah, what we're going to work on today is we're going to work on the map. So let's just first of all show you the map. So here we have Lynn, obviously. We were just here. Welcome to Lynn by the Sea. This is a lot of Express and Connect trains already. As you can see, all these routes serve the station already. We already have the Lynn Superfast as well, which is quite nice. And there's that double 350 we saw a moment ago. Here we have North Shore, realistic to how it is in game. Obviously with departure boards and yeah, all that nice stuff right there. So yeah, that's all good. That's all very, 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 very good indeed. You've got a Class 360 leaving for Lynn, coming from Edgemead. Now the trains aren't the busiest at the moment, but they'll get busier, you know, as time goes on, and they realise that trains are actually better than taking the car. Here we have Starry Lock. Not much to add about this station, except for the fact that it does actually have a town serving, unlike in Stepford. Right now, at least. Flying along here to West Wyvern. Oh, we've got a Pendolino. Excellent. So we have West Wyvern here, where, first of all, I'm going to open up chat, so, hello. I am now here at West Wyvern. Oh crap, hold on a moment, I've done something. There we go, fixed it. Right, I can now see chat again. Right, so this is West Wyvern Station. As you can see, we've got 350 terminating, coming from Leighton. The only reason I know that is because I've clicked on the train. RR38, Leighton City to West Wyvern, brackets connect. Now I've also put the operator in brackets, so it'll come up on these boards as Connect Express, Connect, Connect Express. Here, Express. No Connect trains due anytime soon on those platforms. Speaking of Connect, here's another one. Coming from Stepford. Oh, actually making some money. Well, this one is. The entire route isn't, though. Doesn't matter, I've got infinite money to do what I want. Here we go, there goes another Express. Now, this section is true to the real Stepford main line, how it is in game. As you can see, you've got train 37 here, coming into Millcastle. So here's Millcastle, obviously, as it is in game. Obviously, without just the building entrance, obviously it just looks a bit like this. Oh, yep. I like how the sounds are realistic as well, like very, very realistic. Millcastle Racecourse, realistic, kind of, except instead of having two island platforms, it just has the one down the middle for the express trains, but couldn't really be bothered fixing that. There goes one from Willowfield. Oh my god, right, I'm just going to quickly turn my volume down really quick. Right, this is where it goes down to 2 tracks up to Wester Coast. This bit is always just a giant bottleneck. Always. I don't think I actually have any express services that stop here yet, so I may want to consider that at some point. Obviously, then we've got Famere, Edgemead, and then Leighton City. The busiest area on this section of the map, as you can see there by the departure board. Moving from there, we've got Leighton Stepford Road, which isn't connected to anything, so the only reason people have gotten here is by train, and they're interchanging onto other routes. Same here with Rocket Parade. Water Newton, though, is actually connected to something, and appears to be very busy. Yep, that as expected. Oh, that's one of our Airlink stoppers. Excellent. Yeah, ignore how it says Heathrow Connect. That should say Stepford Airport Connect. And then that's the express line there off to the left. This is Upper Staplow, Hampton Hargate, which isn't in need of a desperate upgrade this time. Benton Bridge, again, just a transfer station. This is the airport area, so ignore the fact that they just go into a tunnel. Though, I do have the Morgantown Triangle in place. I mean, it's nowhere near Morgantown, because Morgantown's there. Morgantown Triangle's there, but... Oh well. We actually do have planes as well, coming from Stepford Airport. Going to a random town I just placed in the thingamajiggy. Oh, I hear one. Yes, there it is. Oh, wow. I think this might be the only route that's making money, and it's not even the trains. Bruh. That does mean people are coming up to the airport. Like, people have to get to the airport to go out to, well, Hatherley, which is somewhere over there. Anyway, this is Connolly. We have the station. Oh, we've got a waterline train. Not bad, not bad. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Stepford Main Line. Got Port Benton there. You've got Benton, which is barely connected to anything, but it's more of just a transfer station for the entire network. You've got a train to Leighton City there. A time lapse. There was a route time lapse of that I put up like the other day. So yeah, quite nice. Platform 9, as it is in game again. And we do actually have all 13 platforms here. Oh look, little waterline train. That's also going to Connolly. Yeah, I only have one waterline route. We'll do more waterline. Then obviously Coxley, Bowden, Angel Pass, St Helens Bridge. Oh, and this is where it gets interesting. We do have metro trains. So these are metro trains. Actually, this one's quite busy. Busier than I thought it would be. Oh my god. Right, okay. There's a bit of traffic along here at St Helens Bridge, which is to be expected, really. Because it's SHB. Why would it not be busy? Like, it's St Helens Bridge. Why would it not be that busy? It would be weird if St Helens Bridge was quiet. That's when it would be weird. And then obviously underground you've got High Street, Stepford East, Four Ways, and Stepford Central. But then above ground we've got the abandoned platforms that do not alight. You got Whitefield Lido, obviously. You've got Stepford GFC, you've got Woodhead Lane, Horton Rake, and Whitefield. And obviously diesel only. As you can see, the distance is that short that we only need like one signal here. So yeah, that's nice. Right, Stepford East obviously, busy, as it should be. And then finally, alone to Stepford Central. Now we'll look at the Metro Core section from a train's perspective, because we can't really look at it from here, but basically, that track that's sort of grey, yeah, that is the core section down there. As you can see, it's a bit more of a mess between Stepford East and High Street. As I try to recreate the platform layout from the game, but then obviously it comes back up just before there. Moving past Stepford Central, we've got City Hospital. Ignore how it's not an island platform. I guess we're going for the minimalistic original version of City Hospital. Beachley. I only did just give this a town, so, you know, though, this has... Oh my god, Jesus Christ, so many people are trying to get to Stepford at the moment. Right, we'll have to have a look at that in a moment. Hendon Park. And Willowfield. Now, Hendon Park is also just on the outskirts of Beachley, as it should. So yeah, it's actually probably possible to walk between the two, even though they're not within each other's catchment. Like, that's so funny. Oh, and of course, the traffic into Stepford was that bad, I had to do this. So yeah. And then obviously you've got Financial Quarter in Stepford Victoria. And look, Stepford Victoria does have a dome, which is quite nice. But what I'm going to do is that just right at the end of the platforms, just to make it look more realistic, I guess. What we'll do is just that. Just so it looks a bit cleaner near the end. Just so we don't have random platforms looking like that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. All 6 platforms. As you can see, we've got train to Airport Central just being held because there's Metro entering the station, but now he's off, finally. Off to Financial Quarter. Oh, Is this guy... I don't think this guy stops, does he? No, he doesn't. He just goes directly through. And he's got nobody on board. Of course. Right, let's see. How's this guy looking? Yeah, he's in. Yeah, okay, so we're going to need to probably invest in some more trains on the RO36, which runs between Willowfield area and the Lynn area. So let's get 3 new trains on there. 3 brands. No, I don't know. Oh, it looks like they're all coming out of the Coxley station siding. Right, okay. Well, that's helpful. And obviously, once I replace all these trains, they'll be the exact same. Look, and I know I have managed to put a buffet car on these, which is quite nice and realistic to the game. Because if I just quickly go into this view, go into the interior, 5 people watching, geez, oh. As you can see, I've got this. So yeah, that'll just increase service up here, and it'll also make these trains a bit more frequent, which is quite nice. So we'll see a few more 68s are in place. Obviously, got the Willow Whitefield trains. Yeah. Most of these guys do not stop at City Hospital. It's mostly just Metro nowadays around there. So yeah, most people are going for Stepford Central at the current moment. The reason I've made these platforms that tiniest bit longer is because this little path here would extend across them, meaning I couldn't continue it towards, like, past Stepford Central. Oh yeah, and we also have all 15 mainline platforms and all 4 metro platforms down there. Right, let's try find a metro train that's going into the core section. Let's see, where is it? Yep, there's one. Right, so what we're going to do is... Oh no, wait, hold on a moment. That's a Victoria Beachley train. Right. Let's find one that's actually going into the core section. Willowfield. 23, let's just see. See if there's anything on Route 23 there at all. In a lot of my previous versions of this, I don't know if any of you know this, right? But in my previous versions, actually you won't, and my previous versions of this map, the Beachley, Stepford Victoria, and Willowfield areas are the first areas I built. So let's have a little look at the Metro Core. Oh yeah, I get these trains don't really look like the 555. They're close enough, okay? First thing I found on the Steam Workshop that looked vaguely similar. Right, wait, who's that? Right, why does he... Let's see, is he gonna go now? Nope. Right. Why is every other train then a train that should actually be cleared to go now? There we go, jeez oh. I mean, that guy was going into the core section anyway, but to be honest, I don't care. Right, so we're just going to quickly accelerate our way down here until we get to the core section. Through Financial Quarter. Now this one is going to UFC, so yeah. Right, finally, we're making our way along here. Left, across here, across the Beachley Triangle. The Beachley Triangle, yeah, we don't want to be on here for very much, so we're just going to quickly pop out of there, and we're out already at City Hospital. And that's already off. And heading down into the tunnel. After we just slam into a tree, oh my god. Right, we're finally in the core section, approaching Stepford Central low level. I've had to differentiate it with adding low level, just so I know what one's what. As you can see, there's actually quite a lot of people waiting here. Oh, yep, there goes a lot of other metro trains. You can see that's us off to 4 ways now. That's just stuff from the above ground station, ignore that. That we may or may not have just ran over completely. Oh my god, I've done that again. So this is 4 ways. As you can see now, we are at 4 ways. And then next stop is Stepford East. Obviously, we need to wait because there's another UFC train ahead of us. And then we're going to pull into this platform here, because this is the only platform that can take you to Stepford UFC area. I know, it's unrealistic, but I don't care that much. And that's High Street, and that's the end of the route, basically. That's the end of the core section. Though, hold on a moment. If I quickly were to just jump onto the train going the other way, you'll see the complicated meta track down here. Because as you can see, this line has to cross this line here. Because this is the line that goes towards, like, the rest to, like, St. Helens Bridge and stuff. So we had to cross that to actually access the, other areas. But yeah, anyway, let's actually get to some building. Eventually, we finally got to that point. So let's find Edgemead. Right. So I do actually have some semaphore signal mod. This is the GWR semaphore. This is the GWR signals. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go into the list of routes. I've got this up on my other thingy. Scroll down, and yeah. So also, hold on a moment. So I just had to reply to a couple of messages on Discord there. Right, so I got to about this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab no catenary, right. 50 miles an hour, I'd say. Hold on a moment. SCR speed. Is there an SCR speed limit map? Let's just see. I think I did Google it. Oh, yeah. Right, hold on a moment. Track map. No, okay, it's fine. I'll just sort of guess as I go. Right, what do I need again? I have no idea what I need. Right, I guess we'll just sort of wing it. So what we'll do is this. Right, so far that's the first section already done, basically, because I've already built the connecting bit onto there. And then we'll build as Lockbay. Again, no catenary, probably 240. No, just 160 meters will do. Yeah, that's fine. We will want a footbridge, but we probably won't want like canopies or anything, because you know, not in game. And because the platforms sort of overlap like a bit like that, we're gonna do that. Platforms, a bit like that. And then what we'll do is we'll grab a footbridge. Where is it? Yep, footbridge. And do that. Alright, there we go. That says Lockbay. Right, 50 miles an hour. Into there. Right, no autosig. That's all fine. Yep, that's fine. The thing is, we'll have to remember as well is that Express will be using this line. So what I'll do is I'll just put the signal like there. Oh my god, that's not what I wanted. Right, excellent, that's fine. Right, so what we're gonna do is 50 miles an hour. Oh yeah, I forgot, we might need to add the town, that would help. We'll just put it there. No, not Bushy. Rayleigh. Right, we're gonna call this Rayleigh. And then on the outskirts of Rayleigh, what we're gonna do is that, okay. So this will be Carnley Bridge. And what we'll do is we'll make the platform that tiny bit shorter. So that will be Carnley Bridge. Get rid of that. And put in Rayleigh Bay Station. And obviously this line has no overhead electrification because it in-game is a diesel only section. Hold on a moment. Rayleigh. I'm just going to rename this really quick to Rayleigh Bay. Excellent. Again, we don't want that. And then what we'll do is we'll just get rid of that end of the canopy, just make it look a tiny bit nicer. Then what we'll do is we will be 30ing it out. across to there. Excellent. Just trying to keep this as true to the game as possible at the moment. Right, what we're also going to do is assets, do this. Because you see, the thing is, along with the signals, what I get with this mod is I get access to this kind of thing, so I can do this. I want 4-track span, probably. Right, actually, hold on a moment. Let's get the signals in first, and then we'll just figure out where the gantry should go from there. Right, hold on a moment. Oh, wait, hold on a moment. That's the wrong type of signal. That's the thing. Right, we need that type of signal, which is above on a gantry. Right. So we need to move this gantry to underneath the signals, like that. Excellent. And as you can see, we now have signals. I'd say this one is a bit more like that. Right, we're going to pull along to there. What we'll do there is that. And do that. Excellent. Actually, hold on. Can we make this curve a bit, like, better for the speed? Right. Connect that in like so. Hold on a moment, that's not working. It's too slow. So what we'll do is we'll just make that temporary for like a 45 zone. A bit like that. Excellent. Then what we can do is we'll just do this type of signal like that. Excellent. Excellent. So yeah, this line sort of has a combination of these signals along with like other types of signals and stuff. Excellent. Right, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. So yep, that is fine. So what we now need to do is go into the SCR list of routes. I've got that up on the wiki page. And just, first of all, let's get Riley Bay to Edgemead in place, which will be R049. That is absurd how it's only R049, which is Riley Bay to Edgemead. Which is just all stations between Riley Bay and Edgemead. Why am I this smart? R049, Riley Bay to Edgemead. No alternate platforms. I should probably name this as Lock Bay. And Riley Bay is platform 1. And then to 3, excellent. And also, alternatively, you can use all platforms. So what I might do is I might just replace this one with this one because there is a light signal ahead, so yeah. Just feels a bit better with that one. Right, so what we're going to do is Famir northbound depot, diesel, and I think on this line for Connect, we're going to use 156s and 156s only. R049. And I forgot to add the brackets Connect on this bit. 1 second. What we're going to do is we're also going to save. Because what we need to do now is, this has crashed my game before in the past, so I would rather it not crash my game and make me lose all the progress here. So like that, excellent. As you can see, we've now got all the things up. Now I need to go into the timetable. Lines, trains, scroll down, Riley Bay to Edgemead. Edgemead, unbunch. Nope, not 20. 2 minutes. Riley Bay, 2 minutes. Right, like that, excellent. So now, let's let them get up to, also, you know, ignore the livery. Oh, I also forgot to put the ones on it, the departure boards at Rayleigh Bay up. Hold on. Also, these do serve a functional purpose as well, by the way, other than making the stations look nice. It allows me to know where all my trains are, or like how long it is until the train. Carnley Bridge, I could put one up, but it would only display trains going in one direction. So, even if I put a second one up, I think it does only just display trains in one direction. Hold on, let's see. Let's wait for a train to leave. So, yeah. It's so weird seeing 156, notably a stopper train, on the fast lines at Famir. Compared to like an 801, which is an actual faster train. Right, hold on, if I go into trains and just see what routes are making us money. Right, R82 and R77. Well, how could we make them more profitable now is what we need to know. How could we make all the routes profitable? This also means that, you know, people from Rayleigh Bay will now have a rail service into... Oh, wait, hold on a moment. I just realised I should probably connect it up to the station, up to the rest of the city, shouldn't I? There we go. Right, I was wondering why no one was waiting. And Carnley Bridge serves the people down there, and obviously Slotby's there. The Carnley Bridge will be, like, a severe bottleneck. I just know it. Oh, come away. And just know that Edgemead having one platform to serve Rayleigh Bay is also going to cause a bit of problem. Yeah, let's also just quickly put another signal up like that. So as you can see, fully cleared as the train passes through. Now obviously what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go into towns, make it just the teensiest possible village. What the hell? No, game, absolutely not. So that does mean that Rayleigh Bay's road will be like a bit more like that. Right, hold on a moment, do this. Right, as Lock Bay, jeezo. I'm also going to go into the editor custom cargo. This also means that now people will, you know, actually use as Lockby Station. And have a reason to. Because they live next to it. Though I do realise now that the station isn't properly connected, so let's just quickly fix that. But, done. Right, now it's connected to basically the entire town. Oh yeah, forgot I should probably get some signals up along here. See, I feel they're way too close, but I don't know, to be honest. Once this guy goes, hopefully this will add Edgemead onto the board. Once he's gone. Yes! Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. I thought it would just break. Excellent. Well, now we can have departure boards here, so yeah, that's fine. The Howard 2 train's supposed to pass Carnley Bridge at once. I don't know, to be honest. Excellent. Right, now people can drive, or they can take the train up here. And what we'll do as well is we'll just, you know, link them up with a nice road with some trees on it. Yeah, I made it 30 into Rayleigh Bay, the platforms here at Rayleigh, because, well, it's easier. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the express route that comes out here, because why not? So this will be R087. Oh, go away. Right. Okay, that's fine. So what we're going to do is, we're going to come into here. R087. Nope. LBTS to Rayleigh Bay Express. Excellent. So, Lynn, as if it wasn't already busy enough. Let's just see what platforms are in use. Okay, that's fine. All platforms up to platform 6. Okay, then where's the stopping pattern? North Shore, West Wyvern, Edgemead. That's fine. North Shore, West Wyvern, West Wyvern, and fast up to Edgemead on 3. And then along fast to Rayleigh Bay. Here's platform 2, 1 and 3 as well. Go back along to Edgemead. And then back along to West Wyvern. Back along to North Shore. And then that'll go back straight to Lynn by the Sea. Straight back to Lynn. Now, West Wyvern, can you use platform 4 for me, please? Thank you. And you use platform 1. Thanks. So yeah, that's fun, I guess. Right, now we've done that, we are going to get a couple trains on here. We'll just put 2 on, because I don't see this being a very big, like, route, to be honest. So what we'll do is we'll just use... we'll use an 800, which is 128 meters. And I'm actually just going to check something. Look, I just want to check, how long is 180? Oh, they're only 115. Alright, well we could put the 180 on there. You'll be going nowhere though. Let's just use a standard first hull trains livery. R87. Jesus, I forgot about the horn on the 180. Hold on. Play it really quick. I don't know if you guys heard that. Hold on, let me get a bit closer. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that is loud. That is louder than I thought it would be. So yep, that's most of the Rayleigh Bay line done now. Oh, yep. Yep, as expected, this guy is being killed. Like, how I just got 2 trains here, like, yeah, this is fine. Having a steering contest and everything. I think the problem is this station is so close to the terminus as well as the fact that it doesn't realise there's going to be another Edgemead train arriving soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to put up this board here. Which will help us determine when trains are coming and why they're going. Both appear to be going to Rayleigh Bay at the moment, which might be a minor inconvenience. Depends where you're going. But we're now going to get the trains to Leighton City and running really quickly, so let's just do that. Back up to the connect routes. You guys can't see this, I'm on the SCR wiki page. So I'm looking for Rayleigh Bay to Leighton City, that's all fine, yep. Okay, again, pretty just a normal standard route, so this will be R0, hold on a moment, let me just check what route this is. This is route 101. So actually it isn't R0, it's R101. R101, Leighton City to Rayleigh Bay. I forgot what it was called. Right, why is that? It's because I did not put a crossover in. Right, hold on a moment. 35 miles an hour with catenary, yep. I'll just do that because there's a few. Right, so also terminate here, so yeah, we need to do that. That we will use electric trains for. As you can see, this is just completely and utterly existing. That's my only description of it. Right, diesels. Again, 156. So this one will be the 2 car. This one can be the 2 car. R101. And then another can come from Famir, I guess. And this will be the 4 car. Again, R101. And done. Right. So, I think that for now is enough of messing with the Railway Bay branch. We'll just sort of see how the Railway Bay line goes. So yeah. Oh crap, hold on a minute. It's R101. Did I? Yeah, okay. I've not set the alternate platforms at Railway Bay yet, so you can also use 1 and 2 as alternate platforms. Where is everybody going at the moment? Everybody's going to Edgemead. Right. You could just take the express, guys, and get to Edgemead a lot quicker. You do realise that, right? Floop. I like how the signal goes floop and just flips down. Like, that is brilliant. Let's see, how many can this carry? 60 compared. Oh yeah, there's only 20 people waiting. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. 25 people on board. Not bad. Not bad. Right, the signals are cleared for him. So yeah, he's cleared up at least to the next signal. And also, I did apply for signaller. So, yeah, in SCR. So, at some point, I could be signaling this branch line in the real game. Oh god, here we go. So this is one of the issues I was worried about occurring. Also, the fact that the back of this train has not fully cleared this signal yet, so... just gonna move that signal just a tad bit back. Nope, 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 stop. Yeah, because I don't want both these trains to be holding one another up, so... Nope. You can wait until he passes. Right, fix, Jesus. As you can see, he's coming along, and that's just flipped down again. Excellent. Right. So, let's work on waterline, because I think that this waterline network does need a bit of attention. Because we've got the Newry Harbour to Connolly section in, but now we need, like, the Morganstown branch and, like, Whit and Greenslade and stuff, so... yeah, right. Also, we do have... yeah, this is quite nice, actually. I like how we've got so many trains here at Airport Parkway. Like, it's just brilliant. So, yeah, anyway, right, what are we doing? Hold on a moment. So you've got, obviously, we've got the... an actually electric 801 going there. See, oh, yeah, it looks like no routes are making us money again. Excellent. The route that's earning us the, that's losing us the least is Newry Harbour to Connolly. Not bad. Oh. You know what? Actually, hold on a moment. Let's just quickly come over and check on Beachley. And actually, there's Stepford East. That's doing quite fine. Let's check on Beachley and just see what the passenger situation's like. Okay, it's not as bad. I think the increase in frequency and the increase in just the number of trains is quite good. So see, they've got... oh, they've still got ages of their lifetime remaining, so that's fine. Oof. Not for another 17 minutes to get to Whitefield on this platform at least. You can get to Whitefield. It's not even on the boards. Bruh. Oh. Here comes the 68 to Lynn. Here comes one of the... though, is he backwards? Yes, he's backwards. Train 92. Well, it's not one of our new trains. Hold on a moment. 93, are you backward? Because the Buffy car, yeah, that should be facing Willowfield, so... 90. Where are you heading? You're heading northbound, that's fine. You're heading outbound, but still, buffet cars are there. I don't even know how this happens, by the way. Right, hold on a moment. Train 92, let's click on him. Edit him. What we'll do is we'll flip him around, put him in place. Right, there we go, fixed. Fixed. Same capacity, just slightly different end for the buffet car at the moment. Because it was on the wrong end of the train. Yeah, but now that looks cursed, but I don't know why it was the other way around. Multiple vehicles are in bad condition. Hold on a moment, let me just check that one. Looks like going to be our trains, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Well, I'll leave that until after I've finished. Because I can't be bothered figuring it out, so yeah. I've got no new notifications. I think. Nope. None there. None there. Nothing I need to check at least. That's fine. Alright. I'm trying to think. What else? Oh yeah, waterline. Right, back to waterline. We need to build green slide. Right, hold on a moment. So let's put like green slide like here, maybe. Right. Green slide can be like just a small town. Okay, never mind. That means a small city, right? Yeah, there we go. Maybe. Turn slide, no, greens. Green salad. That's not what I meant. Right, nope. 2 track. No, actually, no, for now, 1 track. Right. Morgantown Docks. Green Slade. Wait. Why did I name it how it is? A 2-word station name. It's famously only 1 word. Morgantown Docks, and obviously we need to just add the other bi-directional platforms here. Oh wait, hold on a moment, we can have catenary again. Though we probably won't need it, but, you know, good to have it, because it means we could run electric trains if we had any. So this one will be Whitney Green. And then, obviously, green side could be, like, maybe there. Yeah. Green slide, and then we'll rename this one Whitney Green. Excellent, 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 excellent. Actually, hold on a moment, pull this back. There's no shelters at Greenslade game, so... Again, I keep forgetting to... Right, hold on a moment. Right, catenary again. Right, there we go. 30 miles an hour. Until we get to there, and what we'll do is we'll do that and that. Excellent. Let's do just 75 out to Greens until we get to Greenside. No, not Greenside, sorry. Whitney Green. I mean, trains will never reach that, but oh well. Then 45, we'll make it 45 around to Morgantown Docks. But 40 just, obviously, immediately out there. Hold on a moment. Right. 35 in and out there. Right, that's fine. Then, just, I guess, 45 round to Fort Benton. Shortens distance between stations and SCR. Right, let's get, I think it's RO13 in, which is Benton to Greenslade. RO13, Benton, Greenslade. Yep, here we go. Hold on a moment, I just need to check. I'm just checking something in the Steam Workshop. Class 730. Let's just see if anyone's made a class 730. Nope, no one's made a 730. Okay, what a shame. Hold on a moment, what was I doing? Ah, yeah, right, go for it. Geez. RO13 in Benton to Green Slade. Waterline. Platform 2, Port Benton, Docks, to Green Slade, and then just back again. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad whatsoever. So we should probably signal this up. So what is the longest train we'll probably be running along there? So we will be running... Oh crap, wait, hold on, where is it? Right. That's 93. Where are my 171s really quick? Hold on. I think they'll be under the Connect 172 Mark IV, there it is. Hold on a moment, it'll be the 4-car variant that I found a little while ago. 94 meters it looks like. Hold on. 70. Yeah, so 94, so basically just signals don't only need to be about 100 meters apart. It's not 220, no, we only need them to be about 100. They only need to be about 100 meters, so yep. That's also the wrong type of signal. This is the right signal. That's the right signal. And just straight out of Port Benton, we can get the... If we could get the signals in auto-sig, that would be nice. That would be nice. Yep, that's good, that's good. More signals. Oh crap, oh wait, more signals, excellent. More signaling. And finally the last time. Oh my god! So that's fine, excellent. We've got all the signaling in place now, so yep, that's a good thing. So all of the signaling is now in. Now we also just need the Whitney Green depot, probably. I mean, I can't be bothered naming depots, so... What we'll do is we'll have to only use the Whitney Green depot, or the Greenside depot, as it is in this instance. Because I can't be bothered figuring out how to build one down at Benton. So we'll have a 166, 165, double 165. Excellent. Oh my god, I really need to remember to turn the catenary back on, don't I? On like buildings and stuff. Right, catenary. Yes. I think this just automatically comes with catenary, so yeah. I old really quick. Can I just check? Nope, still catenary. Excellent, not bad. Yeah, right. Catenary's back on. Excellent. Trains are moving once again. Let's just get the small shunt signals in. Basically right where this train is. Well, that's not cursed in it anyway. The fact that we just have two trains within one another. So you can see we've now got all the trains should be running. Oh crap, hold on a moment. I've forgotten to put on the departure board. So save again, just in case. Also gave the trains the ability to use alternate platforms. No, I did not. Greenside platform 2 as well. Put in all the station departures, I think. Did Port Benton already have them? No, it didn't. Right, let's just put all them in really quick. that is all fine now. I forgot to add the timetable. So, Benton, 2 minutes. Nope. And Bunch, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, excellent. Come away, don't care. As you can see, we've got 2 water line trains here, white and green, so yeah, quite nice. But yeah, I think that is where I am going to leave it for this stream. If you guys did enjoy, please do consider liking and subscribing, help out the channel a lot. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye!